G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. Well, I got me a bargain. I picked up one of these pizza oven boxes. And what happens is you whack that in the barbecue or grill, leave the top up, and she turns into a little pizza oven. It's lined with stone, and as you can read there, it says it bakes the pizzas in 2 to 4 minutes. Now you're probably thinking, Andy, why the hell would you buy one of them, mate, when you got that big hula of a pizza oven out the back? Well, the thing about the big hula is it takes 3 hours to bloody heat it up. And no, that's not an exaggeration, it really does take 3 hours. What you've got to do is put the wood in, build the fire up and get it hot enough that the stones on the top turn white hot. And then you can cook for bloody hours and hours and hours. Honestly, I could turn out probably several hundred pizzas in no time at all out there. The trouble is, I don't really need several hundred. And I usually don't plan 3 hours ahead. So I thought I'd get one of these little fellas. Originally I think originally I saw them for about 199 bucks. Then I saw them for 99 bucks. And then I got this one for 49 bucks. So I thought, oh well, I'll have a crack at this. So you can see I have started to open it. The first thing I got out was the book. Let's have a look at the book. Holy crap. Alright, well there's a fair few parts. I've got the tool required for assembly Phillips head screwdriver right back there, but there's bloody 10. No, there's not, there's 11. There's 11 steps to put this sucker together. So this ought to be fun. My mate Marky from Bridgman Downs reckoned I should put the video on a tripod and include the swearing, but I think that's a bit against YouTube's policy these days, Marky. So I might not do that, mate. I might just sort of go step by step and see how we go. So step one will be, let's get everything out of the box. Well, the first thing I notice is it comes complete with its own cover. That's good. Alright, so we'll get all this out of the plastic and the foam and we'll see what we're looking at, eh? Well, there you go. So what happens is the metal casing looks like it radiates the heat up into the stone, and the stones are meant to be conductive. So that's what's going to cook your pizza. And you just warm this baby up on the top of your grill. Alright, well I'll continue. I'll get it out the box. Seems okay. There's the cover out of the box. You can see on top it's got a temperature gauge. So that's interesting. Not sure what the difference between the flame and the oven is, but we'll probably find that out when we read the book. Now I'll also show you, that's obviously where you slide the pizza in and out. Yes, I understand I'm about to build a stone box that slides in there, but I'll just give you a look up underneath. You can see it looks like there's no metal around the bottom. Now I'm thinking that's probably on purpose, because there'll be a stone box and it's exposed. It'll have a floor, obviously. It'll be exposed directly to the heat, so I doubt that you'd need the steel frame around that. But anyway, let's have a look at what's in the other little box. I thought I'd put the sticker that was on the top of the bloody pizza oven. Now why you would put a stupid sticker on top of it is beyond me, but it says it changes my 3-burner, well I've actually got a 6-burner, but that's an aside, gas grill into a gourmet oven. So I thought, well I better put the sticker on the front of the barbecue so everybody appreciates that what they're looking in fact at is not a dirty old barbecue, no, it's a gourmet oven. So that's the other box that came in the big box. We'll crack that one open. So I've got 2 big square ones. There's one there and there's one up there that I've taken out. And 3 little square rectangular ones. So I'm guessing, contrary to what I thought, you're looking at a top, a bottom. Oh yeah, no, that's still what I thought, because I knew there'd be a stone box in there. Okay, top, bottom, sides and back. Alrighty, that makes sense, doesn't it? I hope. Anyway, we'll just keep following along with the instructions. Right, so here's my first hint to the manufacturer, Bakerstone. If you include a parts list, people are going to assume that those parts will come in the box. They're not going to assume that you have to read on to the next few pages to work out that they're pre-installed in bits that are in the box, which you subsequently have to disassemble. I think that's really dumb. I can see that you've done it because it makes it a nice neat square package for transporting. But maybe a big sign up the front that says, guess what? There's screws already assembled in the kit and you'll need to take them out. Now maybe that's what they were trying to achieve with this. It says don't go back to the store, contact us first. Maybe, mind you, if it's such a common mistake that you have that issue, why don't you put a sign here that says exactly that? These screws are assembled in the kit. Boy oh boy. Anyway, alright, so I just wasted half an hour going back to the shop, but let's get on with assembling this, shall we? Step 1. Put the housing upside down on something soft like a piece of cardboard. Done. Step 2, remove the stone supports, there, from the housing by removing 8 screws and 8 lock washers. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we should be on it. Happy to report those rails came off easily. I thought they would have been bloody overscrewed to the buggery, but they weren't, so that's a good thing. Well done, Bakerstone. I'm going to take this back panel off with 2 screws up each end. So let's do that now. Okay, so the back came off really easily as well. Well done. It says to our next step is to identify the top plate, which is this one here, and I can tell by the fact that it's got these little cutouts. So that's our top plate. Gently fit the top plate onto the stone cradles in the housing. Well, that looks pretty straightforward. Okay, we're going to do that. And step 5 was to drop it in place, slide it under this little ridge here, although they didn't actually tell you that, which would have been helpful, but nonetheless. So step 6 is identify the 2 sides. You can tell by the tabs, that's them there, and the tabs on them go in there, so we'll do that. So there's one side fitted. Now I'm going to fess up here, I'm an idiot. To fit that in properly into the tab there, I had to pull it back out from under that rim. So clearly the reason they didn't mention it is because it's not meant to go under there. Step 7 is to fit the base stone. So that's obviously the one with the tabs, which stick out here, that will go into those holes over there. You can see in the, well, the bottom looks like the top on the orientation that we're currently in, so I'll put that in. So that's on. I'm pretty confident it's right. I think this is just to let some extra heat come in, this gap on the front here. Anyway, we'll fit the back, because the next step is to fit the back into the back of the stone box, which currently doesn't have a back, so let's do that. Okay, well there's supposed to be some notches for this bit to fit in here. So I turned the top around and then I realised, well, there's no notches in the top anyway, you idiot. So the answer has to be, and voila, I've put the sides in wrong. But not to worry, that's an easy fix, we'll just swap that back over. Now I was getting a bit worried because all it appears I've done is move that bloody hole to the back. But I can see from where my finger is there, yes indeed, that hole would end up at the back there, so I'll presume we're all right. And I'm going to put the step 9, which is put the back panel on. Blah blah blah, don't over tighten. Yeah, okay, just put it back together. Why don't you just say put it back together? There you go, that's all back together. Remember, that's the back, that's the sides, and that's the front up there. Come around and show you, there you go. Yeah, so it's kind of, aside from our one debacle so far, where I couldn't find the screws that were supposed to be in the box, that were, to be fair, they were in the box, just not where I expected to look. Yep, okay, so we've got to put the rails back on. The trick is make sure the flat side is facing the stone. That'll be why they're called stone rails now I think about it. Oh, I'll be damned, that went on remarkably easy too. Huh. Alright, let's have a look at step 11. Turn it over, remove the stickers. Oh, whoopsie, I did that first. And then we're on to the guide. So I'll just put it in to show you what it looks like, and we'll run a test on it at some other time, hey? Happy to get this up. So what would I say about it? Alright, look, probably if I had done what they said and rung them, they would have said, no, you mug, the screws are inside, don't be silly, just undo it. I haven't said that. I think they could have solved that little issue with a simple statement. Nonetheless, the unit goes together beautifully, very easily, really not many tricks if you just think it through and follow it through. So yeah, you can see, you know, fits in place pretty well. I have what's called a warmer tray that sits in a slot up here, which runs over to this slot here. So I had to take the warmer tray out. That's it leaning on the side there. The idea is if you've got buns and stuff, you just put them on that warmer tray while you're cooking the rest of your dinner, and that'll keep the buns warm and let them toast up without burning. You can see I haven't cleaned that baby for a while, but that's not a big issue. The thing that's not intuitive is that you run it with the top up. But stay tuned, folks, and the next one we'll do on the continuing pizza Bakerstone Oven series will be, let's give it a test run and try out how she does. See how she operates. Should be good. Alright, see you guys. And gals. Let's not forget the gals. See ya.